to today's video. I want to chime in with a quick impromptu video, and today's video is going to be another Sunday sermon. Yes, Luciferian edition. I'm trolling, but I'm not. You see what I'm saying? So before I get into the topic, you know what I'm saying? This topic is going to be about some spirituality. We're going to talk about some science, some chemistry, you know what I'm saying? Some spiritual stuff, you know? But yeah, man. So first things first, I want to do my shout outs before I know I got that big ass vein right there. You know what I'm saying? That's my pineal gland activated. You see what I'm saying? But shout out to the gang, you know, Quiet Kings, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to the gang. Shout out to TrapCon. Shout out to my bae Jocelyn. You know what I'm saying? They got some really good weed. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love her too. A friendly troll. You can call me a friendly troll. I'm trolling, but I'm not. You see what I'm saying? I'm telling the truth. I'm just, gotta add a little spin to it to lighten the mood and stuff like that. But but yeah, most definitely shout out to the gang. You see what I'm saying? And then also, early times, Kentucky whiskey. This is actually like a luxury liquid asset. I just found that out last night that whiskey is actually an asset that you can drink. Gotta have your leaf, a leaf Duchess. You know what I'm saying? This is not my preferred brand, but it is a brand that I will go to if I can't get a Swisher Sweet Legend or if I can't get a game leaf. I'll go to Duchess. You know what I'm saying? That's a leaf too. They're pretty decent. And then also Black and Mild, wood tip, original. You know what I'm saying? Got to keep it natural. You see what I'm saying? You got that raspberry tea, Arizona. You feel me? And shit. Then also to top it off, man, my bad, man. I had to pause it and shit. Motherfuckers arguing and shit. I ain't want that shit in my video. But like I was saying, gotta have something to eat, before we indulge in our festivities. And then also, later today, or sometime today, I'm gonna create some more web series of the My Imperfect World. So shout out to Bay, shout out to my bae Jocelyn. But I want to speak on that too. So I'm gonna be honest with you. A lot of people say you ain't keeping it real. Okay, cool. I am keeping it real, but you can't handle the truth. See, the government was telling us that for a long time, and we always thought it was just a BS answer just to write us off. But it wasn't. It is, but it's not. And I'm gonna just keep it 100 with you, right? Or at least I'm gonna keep it 103 with you. So, um, really, within these last 12 months, before I even knew about TrapCon or anything like that, or even before I even knew, I mean, I already knew what Chatsworth was. Excuse me, but like I'm just taking it back, like down to like 11, 12 months ago, around the time when I had to walk through the desert. I didn't know anything about TrapCon. I didn't know anything about um, Jocelyn. I didn't know anything about her. And I'm saying this with all due respect. I'm just telling you, like, people exist. Like, they probably didn't even know who I was. You know what I'm saying? Like, I existed, but we wasn't in each other's energy. We wasn't in each other's worlds. Or our realm didn't merge on some Skyrim type shit. You see what I'm saying? So like 11, 12 months ago, before all this stuff started to happen, before I started doing, a little bit better, like when I had to walk through the desert and all that stuff, at that point, I had gave up on love. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, I gave up on love, like, because of what had happened in my last relationship. And it's none of that homo bullshit where a girl break your heart and now you hate all women. I've never been on no shit like that. It was just more of a down, depressing type of phase. I'm trying to get out of this rut, and I was just working on myself and stuff like that. I end up finding, the surveys and stuff like that. Like I said, I already kind of knew what surveys was, but I never really got involved into it because I guess I wasn't just on that level yet. It wasn't my time for that. It wasn't my time for that time of enlightenment. You see what I'm saying? So, at that point, I just picked up the surveys while I was going through the heartbreak phase, and this was even like a year, 2 years ago. I started doing the surveys about 2, 3 years ago, something like that. And at that point, I was still giving up on love because the shit I had went through, and the reason why I kind of just stayed in the rut, not necessarily like it's a bad thing. Like I said, I am making money. I'm self-employed, but I'm not taking shit serious because when you depressed, depression is a real thing. It'll fuck with your mind. It'll fuck with your body, how you think, and how you react to shit like that. It's a real. I don't want to say like I said like a disease, but it's a real ailment that can fuck with your body and your mind. Depression, and I was just in this rut, in this like slump, like just like you know, not in the right headspace. I guess I wasn't really even thinking about love, and then I end up going through all this different stuff, like walking through the desert and all this type of shit. Motherfuckers trying to take me out and all this goofy ass shit like that, because of the YouTube stuff and all that type of stuff, the fame and all that shit, and going through all that stuff. And as I started to build myself back up, you know what I'm saying? Like, I guess you could say like there was a few contenders, as in like women that I was looking at, like that they might be a potential catch, but I was still like working on myself. And then one day, which was funny, the day was I think it was January 12th. So 4 days after my birthday this year, I just so happened to just walk into TrapCon, and I wasn't expecting to even meet anybody. Like, you see what I'm saying? So it all basically just came so fast. Like, as soon as I walked in, I seen her. I was like, "Oh my God, she is so beautiful." I'm talking about Jocelyn. I'm like, she is so beautiful. But also, they got some really good weed too. But I wasn't expecting to find love because I was already in that rut. You see what I'm saying? So I was already kind of in that energy, and then boom, I end up, like just like wow, like I really think I'm in love. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people might try to say it's lust and all that shit, but lust is love too, because they call it love making, right? You see what I'm saying? But but yeah, so I just said, you know what, I'm ready at this point to just start getting my shit together because, like I said, it all happened so unexpectedly, and then like how things start to change around, me beat my court case and all that shit, you know, everything just started to fall into place. You know what I'm saying? Started to get my mojo back, my energy back. I ended up discovering this new uh, found talent for AI and digital comic books and shit like that. So, like all of this shit is basically like new. It's all happening so fast, but that's a good thing because when I was watching Tarot, this was a couple months ago, it was saying when you least expect it, love is gonna walk into your life, and that's where it all starts. It starts off small and it grows bigger. That's where energy is. You see what I'm saying? And the reason why I haven't came at her like that, as in like necessarily like ask for a number and stuff like that. It's because one, you gotta have respect for people. See, everybody nowadays might call everything homo and shit. I'm so tired of that. There's nothing to do with that. You have to have respect for people, and especially women. You can't just be going in any place thinking you can just holler at people and let me get your number and all this shit. Putting people on blast on the spot at their job. You gotta have respect. It's not what you it's not how you do it. It's I forget what they say. It's not what you do, it's how you do it. You see what I'm saying? And I know that. I have wisdom, so I know that. You see what I'm saying? And like you gotta have respect for people. That's why you gotta just, you know, try to the best of your ability. That's what I've been doing, you know. And honestly, it's really the homeless thing that's really holding me back. I feel like that's one of the biggest insecurities that I hold. It's not that like that control my life. It's just like I said, I was already in that rut energy for so long, and I had gave up on love. I wasn't expecting anything to just pop up out the blue. Now that it popped up out the blue, it's like whoa, like you know what I'm saying? Like while I'm in the middle of a rut, a beautiful manifestation manifests. So it's like now I'm at the point where like my eyes was open, like my eyes is open, and I'm getting out of that rut. So what I'm saying is, don't take what I'm saying as negative. I'm saying it's positive. Like I feel good. I'm just explaining it to you. You know what I'm saying? Also, I'm talking about some spiritual shit as well. I just want to get that off my chest. You see what I'm saying? Like blessings and manifestations can just come out of nowhere, literally. It just come out of nowhere. But also speaking on that, how I said I just found a new passion for like AI and stuff. I also found another new passion. Um, I want to make my own alcohol, and then eventually, which this is probably gonna be the first step. I'm just talking, like I'm just kind of letting you know what I'm thinking about. But I want to get a liquor license and sell alcohol. But I also want to make my own alcohol because I know the process of what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? I guess I don't know every detail, but I know most of it, and I can always go on the internet and or go to the library, find books on it, and take notes. You see what I'm saying? So that's another thing I want, another venture I want to get into is making my own alcohol, especially since I started drinking whiskey. That shit is so luxurious and so precious. I mean, any alcohol really, but whiskey, that shit is insane, bro. Like, I love it. You see what I'm saying? And I think it's great. But that all goes back to nature and magic, like I was talking about. I don't know. I might just leave this video as just this one, and I might come back and do like a part two or something, or just to know another whole separate video because I do want to talk about some other spiritual shit. I actually want to elaborate on the alcohol topic a little bit more because it is coming from nature, and I also want to do a smoking video and shit, like like a wake and bake. You know what I'm saying? So you can have that feeling. since you watching my videos that I'm smoking right next to you, even though you watch my video. You see what I'm saying? So I might just make this a part two, but it is what it is. Wake the damn up. No videos coming soon. Gang. GANG, just in case you don't get the accent.